My name's Duddy, so builds and stuff. I realised I've done quite a few exotic class item builds over the last couple of days, so I wanted to knock out a quick Warlock build for you that doesn't require an exotic class item. We're going to be featuring the new exotic, the Mataiodoxia. I've probably slaughtered the name of that, but leave me alone. I dropped out of school when I was 15. In fact, I was picking cucumbers when I should have been doing my GCSEs and earning £80 a week. I was absolutely loaded. Anyways, the build is going to be featuring some massive threaded blast suspensions via our Strand tangles, and we're also going to be featuring infinite suspend. Just look at these detonations, pretty nifty, and they're very, very free. Infinite suspensions, infinite massive Strand blasts, so stay with me, I'm going to break it all down. So because it's a brand new exotic, I will break this chest piece down exactly what it does into little bits. Targets damaging by arcane needle emit a suspended detonation when defeated, and landing multiple arcane needles on the same target immediately trigger a larger, more powerful detonation. Defeating suspended targets grants melee energy, and your arcane needles are strong against anti-barrier champions. The first one I want to look at is defeating suspended targets grants melee energy. If you just take a look at that melee energy on the bottom left, anything that you suspend, it doesn't have to be from the arcane needle, your melee, just literally anything that you kill that's suspended will give you big chunks of melee energy back. Again, just look at that bottom left, and again I just want to get that across that it doesn't have to be with the melee. You can just, whatever you suspend, whether you do it with weapons, grapple grenade or anything, big chunks of melee energy back, which is really, really good. And it actually pairs nice with the aspect the Wanderer, because tangles you throw, attach and detonate into a suspending burst. Destroying a tangle creates a suspended burst after a short delay. So this works really nicely with that exotic trait on the chest piece, because you're just going to get loads of melee energy back. Now the second part of it is needles. If you land multiple arcane needles on the same target, it immediately triggers a more powerful detonation. So if you land 3, it will do a big blast radius like so. It's just extra damage, and anything in the area will get suspended. I think it gives it like an extra 10 meters, plus it's just free damage, so that's really nice as well. But you can pair that with the threaded blast on the seasonal artifact. Destroying a tangle with a strand weapon creates a larger and more damaging explosion. These paired both together, and it's just insane. Really, really good. I'm just using the call, for example, as my strand weapon. It's a really good weapon, and we all know how good that is. But as long as you shoot that tangle with a call, with the call or another strand weapon, it does do a big massive radius. And the chest piece, it does do like quite a lot of damage as well. You'll see there, just free damage basically. So I found them two parts of the exotic really, really strong, especially paired up with a seasonal artifact perk, threaded blast. Now we've got them two out of the way. The main one of it really is targets damaged by arcane needle emit a suspended detonation when defeated. So at first I just thought you had to kill things with the melee, but you don't, as long as they're marked up. You'll see a little mark through the video on some targets. As long as you kill that target like so, it's marked up, it will create a detonation. So all round it's an absolutely brilliant chess piece in my opinion, and it just enhances the strand builds to another level for Warlocks, because you just got even more suspension that we already know. Warlocks just have pretty much infinite suspension, so why not have more? Now against anti-barrier champions, that's the other trait. I tested this in a full master nightfall, and it one-tapped all the barriers. I can't confirm in the GM, because obviously the GMs aren't around just yet, but it didn't have any problems. Just like most of the time, well, all of the time if I'm honest, it just one-tapped with the arcane needle, so that's pretty strong. I'll just quickly go over my two aspects. Mind Spun Invocation, because I'm using a grapple grenade every time you, a shackle grenade. Every time I consume my shackle grenade, I'm going to enter Weaver's Trance. This is more suspension going on with the Wanderer, which we've already touched on. But once you entered that Weaver's Trance, things are just suspended anyway from your weapon kills. So you're just going to get loads of melee energy back as well. The Mind Spun Invocation, the Wanderer, with the returns on the chest piece, is just pretty much infinite arcane needles, which in 10 gives you infinite suspension. Absolutely crazy. And you'll see here, this is now some footage of it all sort of working together in a master nightfall that I did yesterday, and it's really, really strong. Feels a bit like Neo from the Matrix. You are literally just bending the nightfall to how you want to play it. You suspend everything, uplift everything. Really, really good. And on top of that, you've got all that detonations going on from the chest piece and the seasonal artifact perk. What I'm going to do in the next few clips to show you some other weapons that pair really nicely with this, just some ideas to take advantage of the suspension and the blasts that you get from the seasonal artifact perk as well. Like I said, weapons, I really like to use the core with this one. I put Slice and Desperate Measures on there. This is a good little combo for me. I really like the perk Slice, and it does take advantage of the seasonal artifact perk Threaded Blast as well. There is a couple of other weapons that you can sort of mix and match up. When things are suspended, don't forget we can take advantage of weapons with Incandescent and Vault Shot just for like infinite ad clearance and things like that. But a couple of new weapons that we could focus on. Number one is the Ergo Sum. I really like this one with the Arc Conductor caster frame. Once you've got things suspended with your needles or with your the Wanderer or anything like that, you can just take advantage of the Ergo Sum, and it just chains things, which in turn from the chest piece will give you melee energy returns as well. So find the Ergo Sum if you've got one of these lying about. Even the incandescent one, Perfect Fifth, is really good. Now an older one, the Wish Keeper. This is just absolutely insane with this build. It creates traps that suspend targets, and everything you suspend gives you melee energy for your arcade needles, for the detonations from the chest piece. So it's just a really good fit. Suspend things, either kill them or blast them, whichever one you want to do. Kill them with your weapon, kill them with your sword, or just take advantage of the exotic trait on the chest piece and the seasonal artifact perk. Really good. Couple of other options, things like Quicksilver Storm is obviously really good because you're going to get them tangles as well, and that will work very nicely with the Threaded Blast from the seasonal artifact perk. The other thing I sort of really want to touch on a little bit more is the Mind Spun Invocation. This is just infinite suspension paired up with your melee. Pop this, pop your shackle grenade, and everything is just going to go suspension. Absolutely crazy. Now I'm just going to quickly go over my fragments. Again, you'll notice that I'm just on Strand. I tried it on Prismatic. I just think Strand's too good because of the fragments that you get. You get Thread of Continuity, Suspend, Unravel and Sever effects applied to targets having increased duration. This is great for end game stuff, just that extra few seconds. Thread of Mind, defends suspended targets, grants you class ability, so you can have infinite rifts what you can use for outreach and things like that. I also like to run on this build Thread of Generation. Dealing damage generates grenade energy. This is too good not to run in my opinion. You just get free grenade energy back. And then the very last one, which is really key as well, Thread of Wisdom. Defeat suspended targets, create an orb of power. You're just going to create loads of orbs with this and the siphon mods that we've got on the build as well. Just want to show you my mods as well. The main focus of the mods was Font of Vigo and Impact Induction. Font of Vigo gives you a big boost to your strength. I run 2 of these, that's plus 70 strength, and then Impact Induction. Every time you cause damage with a powered melee attack, it reduces your grenade cooldown, so you're going to get infinite grenades and infinite melees with this little mod setup. I'm going to leave a build card for the rest of the mods. Like I said, I didn't want to talk through every single mod because it would have took about 2 minutes. I will leave a build card, but that's the main focus of the build. Let me know what you think of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.